We continue our review now with finding inverse of a function. To find an inverse of a function, we switch our x's and our y's. F of x equals is the same as y equals. So instead of y equals 11x minus 23, we have x equals 11y minus 23. And we solve that for y. So we will move the 23 from the right side to the left. X plus 23 equals 11y. And then divide both sides by 11, and we get y equals x plus 23 over 11. So our inverse, F inverse of x, equals x plus 23 over 11. And again, we switch our y and x for number 9. X equals 7 over y minus 5. So our x and y are switched. Now, as a proportion, this is really over 1. In a proportion, we can always exchange diagonally. So these two things are going to trade places. So y minus 5 equals 7 over x. Then I can add this 5 to the other side. Y equals 7 over x plus 5. So F inverse of x equals 7 over x plus 5. So now we're going to graph an inverse. So when there's a function graph, I guess this isn't really a function, it wouldn't pass the vertical line test, but when you've got something graphed and you want to graph its inverse, once again, you just reverse the x's and the y's. So right here, I've got an integer coordinate. Here's 1. Way down here, like right here, there's another one. So I will just take those x and y values and reverse them. We'll make that show up a little bit bigger. So my first set of coordinates was 4, 7. So I'm going to graph that as 7, 4. Then 1, 6. So 6, 1. 2, negative 1. Negative 1, 2. And 3, negative 7. Negative 7, 3. That's the inverse. Anytime you graph an inverse, if you put in the line y equals x, that should appear as a reflection over y equals x. And notice where they intersect each other is right there on y equals x. Number 11 here is curved. We'll still find the integer coordinates first. And what I'm going to do is take a point like this and just approximate it so I know about how far up this goes. And then this looks like about the farthest point to the left, so I'll approximate that also. So we start with 8, 6, so we'll graph 6, 8. Then 5, 6, and almost a half. So we'll go 6 and almost a half and up 5. 3, 6, 6, 3. 1, 4, 4, 1. Just a little bit past 0 and up 1. So it's over maybe a quarter, probably a little bit less than that. And then up 1, so I'll go over 1 and up just a little bit. And then over 1, down 4, left 4, and up 1. So we're going to try to make that curve as close as possible to what it should be. And then if I dot in y equals x, that looks pretty close.